So this is going to be a weight loss update since I haven't done one in about a month and a half. So at my last update, I was about 156 pounds, I think it was, and I've been trying to get down to my pre-pregnancy weight, which was anywhere between 147 and 143 is the range that I would be happy with. Basically, what my whole plan was to just basically watch what I eat a little bit more and get in exercise whenever possible. And for the most part, I've done a really good job of sticking to that plan. The first couple weeks of my, of me making, more of an effort to lose weight, it was a slow start. I went to the gym a couple of times and just did cardio pretty much. I did some running on the treadmill and, I wasn't really seeing, great results. I felt a lot better. Definitely, I felt a lot better doing just some physical activity and getting out of the house. That was really good for me. But it just seemed like, starting with Halloween, then I had my birthday like 2 weeks after that, and then my husband's birthday was the beginning of December, and it was just like all these, and then Thanksgiving as well. So I had like all these sweets, and so I was just kind of like indulging a lot. And I just kind of figured, this would probably be a whole lot easier if I just take sweets completely out of the picture and just focus on eating smaller portions more frequently and that kind of thing. Because with me, sweets is like the really big, that's my really big weakness. That's where I have a lot of, cravings. Other foods I can resist pretty well, but sweets I get really, really excited about. So I just, told myself no sweets till Christmas. And the first few days were really, really hard because I had leftover cheesecake and birthday cake and all these desserts left in my fridge, and it was torture, honestly, not to touch any of it. But after like the first, few days of just, understanding in my mind that I wasn't even gonna have like not even a crumb, not even a bite, it was just, it got really a lot easier for me. And so when Christmas came around, and that was my, cheat day, I'm not gonna, say no to all that goodness on Christmas, because, I don't know, for me, that was my cheat day. Honestly, by the end of the day, I was actually kind of feeling really queasy and just like, ugh, because I'm like, I'd gotten used to not having sweets at all, and so to like introduce a bunch of it back into my diet all in one day was just kind of too much for me. And I was also kind of worried that it was going to be really hard for me to kind of get back in the swing of things with the normal diet, after Christmas was over. But it really wasn't an issue. I got right back into a healthy diet, and I haven't had any problems since. Another thing I kind of incorporated into my diet, aside from, really avoiding sweets, was, I'm sure a lot of you guys watch Laura from Laura and Layton, and she is doing the no white foods diet. And she kind of started her, postpartum weight loss journey kind of around the same time I did. And the diet really worked well for her after she had Trip. And so, I don't know, it's also really nice to have, like, somebody that's there to motivate you and kind of like a, not workout buddy, but I guess, just like a diet buddy. So I decided to kind of give the no white foods diet a try as well. I'm not as, like, strict with it, where I absolutely can't have like any white foods, because I do have some dairy and cheese and stuff, so I didn't cut it out of my diet completely, but it definitely like made me be more aware of what I was eating. So that was I found that really helpful. I haven't gotten into like a really consistent workout routine, as at least not as much as I would like to. And I think that's just because, I hate to blame everything on the baby and teething, but honestly, it hasn't really been possible for me to go back to the gym in the last couple weeks because, I don't want to leave him up there with the daycare lady, just having him scream his head off the whole time. I can't do that. So, I can also work out in my living room here and there. It's really hard for me to get through a whole workout without having to, tend to the baby, and that's okay if I have to hit pause. As long as I get it done eventually, it's okay. And, with New Year's and everyone making New Year's resolutions to lose, baby weight or just lose weight in general, I think that's awesome. So yeah, there's been a lot of, you know, fellow YouTubers going on their own weight loss journeys right now, and you know, I think that's great. Just the reason why I personally haven't been, you know, doing a ton of like weight loss updates or you know, food diaries and that kind of thing is just because, I don't know, it's not something that I feel comfortable getting into. You know, it's great if I can share my experience with you guys, but at the same time, I don't want to get into a habit of like feeling like, you know, I'm setting an example about, you know, what you should do and how you should be losing weight and, you know, what you should be eating, because everybody's body is totally different. And, you know, what I eat in a normal day might be too much for somebody else, might be not enough for somebody else. It just depends on, you know, your body type, your level of physical activity, your muscle mass, your metabolism, and all that stuff. So I just felt like it was safer not to get in the habit of, well, for one, obsessing about food, and also because I'm not a dietitian, and I don't know, I just thought that was important to mention. Once I really started to implement the new diet, though, that's when the weight really started to come off again. And I've lost probably at least 2 pounds a week since then, so I'm down. I was 147 last time I weighed myself. That was last week, so I could have lost more since then. So yeah, I've pretty much lost 10 pounds, which is great. I did not expect it to come off this fast. And with my son being mobile now, it's actually, I don't even have time to overeat. So I kind of have to make my snacks and meals count that much more, because, you know, the last thing I want to do is go into starvation mode and not eat enough. I know that there's, you know, it's tempting to do crash diets, and it's tempting to just want to get the weight off as fast as possible, but I don't really think it's good to be eating, for anyone, to be eating under 1,000 calories a day, especially if you're breastfeeding. You know, we got to set good examples for our kids and for each other, and you know, we need to do this the right way and make it a real lifestyle change, and not just, you know, lose weight to get it off, but to keep it off. So I'll go ahead and show you guys what my weight loss journey has been like over the last month. Okay, I'll take it. Alright, today is December 30th, I think? Or is it? No, it's the 30th. Okay. Cool. But let's see what it says. My God. 147.
You're living in Iceland. What's his name? Time to say goodbye to your Viking and move on. We're in 2 completely different places right now.
I do still plan on, you know, continuing my diet and continuing to work out as much as possible when I have free time. But at the same time, I'm okay if I don't lose a whole lot more weight, because I'm pretty much at or close to my pre-pregnancy weight right now, so I don't need to lose a lot of weight. It would be nice to, you know, tighten things up a little bit. I think my limit would be 135. I really shouldn't be below that. In fact, that might even be too skinny for me. Yeah, my face gets too skinny. I start to look a little bit unhealthy when I get down to like the lower 130s. So I'm not going to be going much lower than that, you know, if I go lower than I already am right now. That's pretty much it, guys. You know, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.